most of the people who are involved.
If you are elected to office next year, how would you proceed with the two cases?
Because we will move very quickly to terminate them. You have got the evidence by Mr. Gidongo, which just need to be implemented. We just need to move very quickly and get the people who are involved in those cases prosecuted.
Now, those people involved or suspects who have been mentioned include people who have been in government in high places. Would you see them going to court?
Of course, you see people going to court. But what we are saying here is not just a question of taking people to court and sending them to jail. That's the reason why we are saying we talk about truth, justice, and restitution. Okay?
Let's move on from the question of corruption, and we now go to another question from Kibera. Hussein Mohammed joins us.
Waislamu wanataka kujua msimamo wako kama rais wa nchi hii, kama utachaguliwa rais wa nchi hii, Mheshimiwa Raila, utasaidia sisi na nini? Utadefend sisi mambo ya kusumbuliwa sasa yetu tunashikwa terrorist nini? Mheshimiwa Raila, utamaliza?
Hiyo jamaa anajua msimamo yangu juu ya mambo haya. Mimi nimesema mara mingi zaidi ya kwamba Waislamu ni wa Kenya kwa haki, lakini kuna ubaguzi dhidi ya Waislamu ambayo imenezwa na serikali iliyopita na serikali hii. Kwa mfano kule Kibera, kama mtu anataka kwenda kuchukua kitambulisho, kwanza anaulizwa alete kitambulisho ya baba yake, ya babu yake, na babu ya baba yake. Na Mkristo haulizi maswali kama haya. Kuna ubaguzi nyingi. Kwa mfano wengine wanashikwa ati wanashukiwa ati ni terrorists, lakini hakuna ushahidi yoyote wanaweka kule. Juzi walishika imam kule Mombasa, wakamweka ndani ati ni terrorist suspect. Baada ya wao kutokuwa na ushahidi, wamesema amekuwa ndani ya Kenya kinyume ya sheria, akahamishwa akarudishwa kule Comoros. Mimi nitamaliza ubaguzi dhidi ya Waislamu wote katika nchi yetu. Wao kama Wakenya wote, akitaka kitambulisho apewe, akitaka pasipoti apewe. Na wale Waislamu wanaishi hapo Kibera, kabila ya Wanubi, wapewe hati ya kumiliki ardhi huku, ambayo serikali hii imekataa kuwapa kama ile serikali ya Nyayo iliyopita.
Now, I think Mr. Hussein wants a very specific answer as well with regard to the war on terror, which is an international phenomenon. How do you intend to proceed with the war on terror?
This is what I'm trying to say, that the Muslims are all of the time being molested in this country under the suspect that under the pretext that they are terror suspects. But terrorism is not, Islam is a religion just like other religions. So we'll ensure that Muslims are protected from this kind of harassment and discrimination. And secondly, there was a problem about this anti-terrorism bill because there was no lack of understanding. What I will do is I will promote some kind of dialogue and discussion and debates.
Would you bring the terrorism bill back to Parliament?
No, we will discuss and see whether it's really necessary.
Okay, Honorable Odinga, let's go to other forms of discrimination also. They are described. We have in the studio Mandeleo Anaume, representative. Please bring your question.
Yeah, Honorable Raila, I'd like to ask you, what are your plans to care for the marginalized groups like the women, children, and also the mentally challenged, and also the handicapped? And also, do you support nomination of women, or you support creation of special constituencies for women only?
First, I support and I will want us to build a non-racial, non-sexist society where everybody is going to be recognized equally. I myself support, and I said it in my vision, that women should have a 50-50 share in our society of Kenya. I said women should be given special seats in accordance with the provisions of the Burma's draft constitution. That is what I support. It is not nominated. The women will fight for those seats. And in fact, what we will do, we will use the results of this year's elections next year in order to ensure that women get the seats that they deserve.
Now, women are very angry with the current parliament over the recent failure to pass the bill. Do you think you'll be one of the people that they may direct their anger at politicians who let women down recently in parliament?
It is not the politicians. It is the government which lets the women down. And I want the truth to be known, leaders here, that when we were in the Parliamentary Select Committee on Constitutional Affairs, the government came and said that the issue of affirmative action was a contentious issue. They refused that it should not be included in the minimum reforms. But then, because they wanted extra constituencies, they sugarcoated it by doing the 50 seats for women. But they did not want those 50 seats. What they wanted were the 40 seats. They insisted that they should separate the 40 seats from the 50.
And there's a quick follow-up question.
But there were questions about the marginalized and also the children. Our stand with regard to the women apply to all others, the minority, the children, and the marginalized groups.
Okay, let's have the second question.
Okay, my question is to Honorable Raila Odinga Peter from University of Nairobi. My question is actually on the future of business in the Republic. You made a remark that was quoted in the media that some people are selling drugs to buy shares in the Nairobi Stock Exchange. So which was taken as hostility, as your hostility towards the investors in the Nairobi Stock Exchange. How would you assure Kenyans that you will still protect the investors' rights in the Nairobi Stock Exchange?
I want you to understand that I am a businessman myself, and I understand very much the workings of the stock exchange. All that I questioned about was that we wanted there to be transparency in the transactions within the stock market, so that there's nothing like insider trading and so on, because there had been some allegations to that effect. And there have also been allegations that there was some money which was finding its way into the stock market, which was not clean. I said we would carry out investigations, and I did not want to make some very advanced remarks which would destabilize the stock market. As you know, it's a very sensitive business. So that's why I've actually desisted from making further statements. But I would like to see the stock market being run transparently, because it's the only vehicle that we can use to empower our people so that they can meaningfully participate in the economy.
Well, Honorable Odinga will be back with more on your economic plan. For now, Debate 07 takes another commercial break. We'll be back shortly.
Even regular cleaning may not really clean your toilet. Discover the power of Harpic Triple Action, the world's #1 toilet cleaner for a truly clean toilet. No matter how tough the stain is, Harpic's Triple Action removes tough stains, kills germs, and fights odors, leaving your toilet clean and clear. Your toilet is not clean till it's Harpic clean. Harpic, the world's #1 toilet cleaner.
Eno gets to the stomach ready to act. Use Eno for fast relief of stomach upsets.
The 3-stripe formula for healthy gums, strong white teeth, and clean fresh breath. Aquafresh now comes in new packs. Aquafresh, all-in-one protection for the whole family. And now you can enter the Boresha Maisha competition with Aquafresh and win prizes worth 3.5 million shillings for you and your family. See present posters for details.